Formula One former Williams, and Mercedes driver Valtteri Bottas 10 remarkable Grand Prix victories throughout his career, each showcasing his talent and determination. 1. Russia 2017. Bottas achieved his breakthrough win at Sochi, demonstrating his speed and skill. This victory marked the start of his emergence as a serious contender in F1. 2. Austria 2017. He added another win to his name, proving consistency and showcasing his ability to handle pressure in competitive races. 3. Abu Dhabi 2017. Signing of the season in style. Bottas clinched victory, highlighting a strong finish and cementing his status as a top driver. 4. Australia 2019. His win in Melbourne was celebrated with the memorable message to whom it may concern, a statement directed at those who doubted his abilities. Azerbaijan 2019. Bottas bounced back after facing setbacks earlier in the season, capturing victory in the chaotic Baku race, highlighting his tenacity. 6. Japan 2019. Returning to the top, Bottas showcased his racing prowess under challenging conditions, securing a crucial win in Suzuka. 7. United States 2019. This victory was a powerful statement as he beat his rivals on their home turf, further establishing his competitiveness. 8. Austria 2020. Bottas started strong in the season, taking the win in Austria, displaying his relentless drive and strategic racing. 9. Russia 2020. He returned to the scene of his first victory, replicating his success and demonstrating his growth as a driver. 10. Turkey 2021. Bottas had a commanding performance at Istanbul Park, leading from the front and securing his final victory with a flawless drive in mixed conditions. From his first win to his recent triumphs, Bottas' journey through these victories reflects his growth and resilience in the competitive world of F1. Each race solidified his reputation as one of the sport's most capable driver. Bottas' tenure at Kick Sauber is approaching its conclusion, as the team has decided not to renew his contract in favor of bringing in F2 sensation Gabriel Bortoleto to partner Nico Hülkenberg for the 2025 season. As the news settles and anticipation builds around what lies ahead for the Finnish driver, it's a fitting moment to reflect on his illustrious career in F1, especially the 10 remarkable victories he secured during his successful chapter with Mercedes. From his debut win in Austria to the crucial role he played in securing constructors' championships for the Silver Arrows, Bottas' racing prowess has left an indelible mark on the sport. His exceptional speed, strategic acumen, and relentless work ethic have not only earned him accolades but also garnered respect from fans and competitors alike. Let's take a closer look at those 10 wins that defined Bottas' time with Mercedes, highlighting the talent and tenacity that made him a formidable force on the track. Each victory not only added to his own legacy, but also contributed to Mercedes' dominance. In a highly competitive era of F1, Valtteri Bottas made his Formula One debut with Williams in 2013, quickly making his mark by scoring points in his rookie season and securing multiple podium finishes over the next 3 years. However, it was his transition to Mercedes, stepping in for the retiring Nico Rosberg, that truly ignited his F1 career, marked a pivotal moment for Bottas as he claimed his first victory in Formula One. The race showcased his skill and determination as he executed a flawless performance from pole position, displaying not only speed, but also exceptional race management. This breakthrough win not only solidified his place in the sport, but also proved to be a crucial turning point, launching him into the upper echelons of F1 drivers. With this victory, Bottas began a new chapter, one filled with opportunities and challenges that would define his journey with Mercedes. Each race thereafter further demonstrated his growth and potential as he became an integral part of a championship-winning team. In just his 4th race alongside Lewis Hamilton at the 2017 Russian Grand Prix, Valtteri Bottas delivered a standout performance that would define his career. As the race commenced at the Sochi Autodrome, he executed a brilliant start, quickly moving ahead of Ferrari's Kimi Räikkönen and Sebastian Vettel during the long run to the first corner. Taking the lead early on, Bottas displayed impressive pace and control throughout the race. He managed to fend off challenges from his rivals and maintained his advantage. His strategic driving and composure under pressure allowed him to navigate through the race flawlessly. Bottas's victory not only marked his first win in Formula One, but also showcased his potential as a top driver. This win was a significant achievement in his career, confirming his ability to compete at the highest level and solidifying his role within the Mercedes team. The triumph in Russia lifted his confidence and set the stage for further successes in the seasons to come. Despite Bottas's strong start and commanding lead in the 2017 Russian Grand Prix, his journey to victory was not without challenges. Sebastian Vettel, who had a longer opening stint, began to mount a serious charge in the final third of the race. As the laps progressed, Vettel significantly reduced the gap between them, cutting it down to just 0.6 seconds. Bottas had to remain focused and composed under intense pressure. His ability to fend off Vettel's relentless pursuit demonstrated his resilience and skill as he expertly managed tire wear and race pace. Although Vettel was closing in, Bottas never relinquished his lead, showcasing both his defensive driving and strategic awareness. In the end, Bottas crossed the finish line, securing his maiden victory and marking a memorable moment in his career. The tension of the closing laps only added to the significance of his win, highlighting his determination and talent as a rising star in F1. After his impressive victory at Sochi, Bottas continued to demonstrate his prowess. In the 2017 season with strong performances, he achieved second-place finishes in both Canada and Azerbaijan, showcasing his consistency and competitive spirit. However, it was at the Austrian GP where Bottas truly shone. In Austria, Bottas delivered a remarkable performance, securing his first pole position in F1. He maintained his composure throughout the race, navigating the tight corners and elevation changes of the Spielberg circuit with precision. His ability to control the pace and fend off challenges from rivals reflected his growing confidence and maturity as a driver. The culmination of his efforts came when he crossed the finish line first, achieving a pole and win double for the first time in his career. This victory was not only a personal milestone, but also reinforced his status as a formidable contender in the championship. Bottas's calm and collected demeanor throughout the race exemplified his skill and determination, making his performance in Austria a standout moment in the 2017 season. Bottas's performance in the Austrian GP was nothing short of exhilarating. After narrowly beating Sebastian Vettel for pole position by mere hundredths of a second, Bottas was poised for a strong showing. His clean getaway at the start of the race was crucial, allowing him to maintain his lead without any early mishaps. Despite a brief investigation into a potential jump start, Bottas emerged unscathed, allowing him to focus on defending his position. Throughout the race, he expertly managed the gap to Vettel and the Ferrari team, consistently maintaining a buffer of approximately 0.6 seconds. This strategic driving demonstrated Bottas's skill in balancing pace with tire management. As the race progressed, Bottas continued to fend off Ferrari's challenges, showcasing his composure in high-pressure situations. As he crossed the finish line, it marked a significant achievement for Bottas, not only securing his first pole and win double, but also solidifying his role as a key competitor in the championship battle. His victory in Austria highlighted his growth as a driver and his ability to outperform some of the sport's biggest names. Bottas made a significant impact in the 2017 F1 season, culminating in an impressive performance at the final race. After securing multiple podiums throughout the year, he entered the Abu Dhabi GP with confidence. Bottas achieved pole position, outperforming teammate Lewis Hamilton by nearly 0.2 of a second, which highlighted his growing competitive edge within the powerful Mercedes team. During the 55-lap race, Bottas demonstrated exceptional racecraft and consistency. He expertly managed his pace while keeping Hamilton at bay, ensuring he maintained the lead throughout the race. Despite Hamilton's experience as a multiple world champion, Bottas remained composed and focused, navigating the circuit with precision. His strong performance not only solidified his reputation as a formidable driver within Mercedes, but also provided him with valuable experience against one of the sport's best. By the end of the race, Bottas crossed the finish line, celebrating a well-deserved victory that underscored his talent and potential for the future. This race marked a pivotal moment in his career, laying the groundwork for further successes with Mercedes in subsequent seasons. Hamilton put forth a valiant effort during the Abu Dhabi GP, but despite his skill and determination, he couldn't find a way to overtake Bottas. The race was filled with tension, as Hamilton applied pressure throughout, looking for any opportunity to capitalize on Bottas's mistakes. However, Bottas remained calm and collected, executing a flawless race strategy. Crossing the finish line 4 seconds behind Bottas, Hamilton acknowledged the strong performance of his teammate. Bottas' race engineer praised him for a well-managed drive, highlighting his ability to control the pace and maintain tire performance. Bottas' strategic decisions and focus under pressure showcased his maturity as a driver. The result emphasized Bottas's growth in his first season with Mercedes, proving that he could compete at the highest level against a seasoned champion like Hamilton. This race not only marked a milestone for Bottas, but also added another layer to the dynamic within the Mercedes team, as both drivers continued to push each other towards greater heights in their pursuit of championship glory. In the 2018 Azerbaijan GP, Bottas seemed poised for a much-deserved victory that would have significantly boosted his confidence. With strong pace and a solid strategy, he was leading the race and looking to secure his first win of the season. However, with just 2 laps remaining, disaster struck. One of Bottas' tires dramatically failed, causing him to lose control of the car and forcing him to retire from the race. This unexpected turn of events not only dashed Bottas's hopes, but also handed the lead, and ultimately the race victory, to his teammate Hamilton. Hamilton capitalized on the situation, showcasing his ability to seize opportunities when they arise. This race was particularly bittersweet for Bottas, as he demonstrated excellent skill and racecraft throughout, but was left heartbroken by the tire failure. The incident highlighted the unpredictable nature of F1, where fate can change in an instant, reshaping the championship landscape. Bottas' misfortune became a defining moment in the season and illustrated the fine line between triumph and disappointment in motorsport. Meanwhile, Hamilton's win further solidified his status in the championship race, adding to the pressure on Bottas to bounce back in subsequent races. In 2019, Bottas showcased a remarkable resurgence after his tough experiences in previous seasons. Following his impressive win at the Australian GP in Melbourne, he continued to demonstrate consistent performance by securing second-place finishes in both Bahrain and China. This solid start to the season set the stage for another standout weekend at the Azerbaijan GP. Bottas clinched pole position in Baku, showcasing his strong qualifying pace and confidence. During the race, he maintained his composure, executing a well-managed drive to secure victory, ultimately edging out his teammate, Hamilton. This win not only marked another milestone in Bottas' career, but also propelled him into the championship lead after the 4th round of the season. His ability to perform under pressure and deliver consecutive strong results significantly boosted his confidence and established him as a serious contender for the championship title. Bottas' impressive form was a stark contrast to the disappointments of previous years, highlighting his growth and determination to succeed in F1. This marked a pivotal moment in the season, setting up an intense battle for the championship between Bottas and Hamilton as the races progressed. As the 2019 season advanced, Bottas' initial title challenge began to wane, despite consistently securing podium finishes. Following his victory in Baku, Bottas showcased strong performances throughout the following races, often finishing on the podium, yet new wins eluded him. It wasn't until the Japanese GP, a significant moment for Bottas, that he broke his winless streak. Starting from a strong position, he exhibited exceptional racecraft by deftly navigating past 2 Ferraris before reaching turn 1. This early maneuver set the tone for the race, allowing him to assume control and dictate the pace throughout the event. Bottas' ability to manage tire degradation and maintain consistency was evident, as he led the race without significant challenge. This victory rejuvenated his championship hopes reigniting his competitiveness after a series of frustrating races. Throughout the season, Bottas demonstrated resilience, but the dominance of his teammate, Hamilton, and strong performances from Ferrari would ultimately make the championship fight challenging. The win in Japan was a crucial reminder of Bottas' capabilities as a driver, showcasing his potential to triumph and compete at the highest levels of the sport. As the season continued, fans and analysts alike observed the evolving dynamics between Bottas, Hamilton, and the Ferrari drivers, making for an exciting championship battle. In a thrilling display of speed and strategy, Bottas positioned himself just behind Charles Leclerc and Sebastian Vettel at the start of the race. Tension mounted as Vettel nearly jumped the start, creating an uncertain moment on the grid. However, as the lights went out, Bottas seized the opportunity. With an explosive start, he quickly accelerated past both Ferrari drivers, establishing a commanding lead within just a few meters. His exceptional launch set the stage for a dominant performance. Once in front, Bottas skillfully controlled the race pace, navigating through the laps with precision and confidence. Throughout the race, he displayed impressive tire management and maintained a consistent rhythm, keeping the pursuing drivers at bay. By the time he crossed the finish line, Bottas had widened his lead, finishing 13 seconds ahead of Vettel. This commanding victory not only highlighted his driving prowess, but also underscored the effectiveness of the Mercedes team strategy on that day. Bottas' win was a significant boost to his season and showcased his ability to perform under pressure, further solidifying his reputation as a formidable competitor in the championship. It was a race to remember, reflecting his capabilities in the ongoing rivalry between Mercedes and Ferrari. Heading into the USGP, Bottas was acutely aware of the stakes. With his championship aspirations narrowing, he faced a daunting challenge to win the race and outscore his Mercedes teammate Hamilton by 22 points. The track, known for its unique layout and elevation changes, played into Bottas' strengths. He knew that a strong performance throughout the weekend during practice qualifying and the race was crucial to keep his title hopes alive as he prepared. The pressure mounted, particularly knowing that Hamilton was also in contention for the championship. In qualifying, Bottas aimed to secure pole position to maximize his chances of a strong start. His focus and determination were palpable. Each lap was a critical opportunity to gain an advantage with a solid performance. In qualifying, he earned a favorable grid position, setting the stage for a race where every point counted. When the lights went out on race day, Bottas needed a flawless start to defend against Hamilton, and any potential challengers a clean getaway would be crucial, as he'd want to establish a lead from the outset. As the race unfolded, Bottas displayed his skill navigating the track with precision and maintaining a steady pace. To sustain his title challenge, Bottas not only required a win, but also had to defend against Hamilton, who was keen to extend his lead in the standings. The pressure was immense, but Bottas was determined to make a statement. His strategy had to include timely pit stops and tire management, all while keeping an eye on Hamilton's pace. In a race filled with tension and tactical battles, Bottas' performance would ultimately define his championship trajectory. The outcome at USGP was pivotal in the ongoing battle for the title, showcasing the intensity of F1 racing and the determination of a driver unwilling to give up his dream. Bottas executed a flawless performance at the USGP, securing both pole position and victory in a race that highlighted his capabilities as a top-tier F1 driver. From the start, Bottas dominated, showcasing his speed and racecraft. His determination was evident as he took control of the race, leaving little room for competitors to challenge him. Lewis Hamilton, starting from fifth after a tense qualifying session that almost ended in disaster with Max Verstappen, showcased his resilience by charging through the field. Hamilton's key overtakes demonstrated his racing prowess, and he steadily climbed the positions to finish second, securing enough points to clinch the championship title. While Hamilton celebrated his achievement, Bottas's victory was a significant statement of his potential and skill. He proved that he could deliver under pressure when it mattered most, displaying both pace and consistency throughout the race. His win underscored the competitive nature of the season as he fought valiantly against Hamilton, ensuring that the championship battle remained thrilling until the end. Bottas's triumph at Austin not only bolstered his reputation, but also injected excitement into the championship narrative. As he crossed the finish line, it was clear he had no intention of being overshadowed, reminding the F1 world of his talent and determination. While Hamilton's second-place finish solidified his championship, Bottas's performance left fans eager for what was to come in the remaining races, adding an exhilarating layer to the unfolding season. Valtteri Bottas kicked off the 2020 Formula One season in stellar fashion, echoing his success from 2019 by securing both pole position and victory at the Austrian Grand Prix. The race marked a unique doubleheader at the iconic Red Bull Ring, as F1 sought to resume its calendar in the midst of the COVID-19 pandemic. Bottas's performance was nothing short of impressive. His strategic brilliance during qualifying set the tone for the weekend, allowing him to start at the front of the grid. From the moment the lights went out, he demonstrated excellent race pace, managing his tires and maintaining a comfortable lead over his competitors. Despite facing challenges from rivals, including Max Verstappen, Bottas remained composed, leveraging the team's strategies and his skillful driving to fend off any threats. His victory not only earned him the first 25 points of the season, but also signified his intent to challenge for the championship title again. This win at the Austrian GP served as a reminder of Bottas's capability to perform under pressure and establish himself as a key contender for Mercedes. The successful opening weekend sparked optimism for both the driver and the team, setting a solid foundation for what would become an unusual yet thrilling season ahead, marked by unique circumstances and intense rivalries. In qualifying for the 2020 Austrian Grand Prix, Valtteri Bottas edged out his teammate Lewis Hamilton by just over 1/100 of a second, securing pole position. This razor-thin margin highlighted the competitiveness between the two drivers, setting the stage for an intriguing race. As the race unfolded, Bottas maintained his lead, showcasing his mastery of the track and race strategy. However, tension mounted in the final stages when both Mercedes drivers opted to stay out on their aging hard tires. This decision turned into a gamble as other competitors switched to softer, fresher rubber, putting Bottas and Hamilton at risk of losing positions. With the pursuit of rival drivers on newer tires gaining momentum, Bottas had to defend his position fiercely. The suspenseful moments later in the race showcased Bottas's resilience under pressure. Ultimately, he navigated the precarious situation, effectively holding off challengers and crossing the finish line first, securing his victory. This race was a testament to Bottas's skill and his ability to manage both pace and tire wear under challenging conditions, reinforcing his status as a formidable force in the championship race. The pressure from below added an exhilarating twist to an already thrilling contest. As the 2020 Formula One season progressed, Valtteri Bottas consistently showcased his talent, securing numerous podiums. However, despite these strong finishes, he struggled to keep pace with teammate Lewis Hamilton in the Drivers' Championship. Bottas found himself losing critical ground in the standings, largely due to Hamilton's exceptional form and consistent victories. By the time the season reached its halfway point at the Russian GP, Bottas faced a significant points deficit. He was more than 2 race wins behind Hamilton, a gap that put immense pressure on him as the championship battle intensified. While Bottas had demonstrated his competitiveness, consistently finishing in the top 3, the points he dropped during races proved costly. The Russian Grand Prix was pivotal for Bottas, as he needed a solid performance to narrow the gap. The pressure of both championship implications and the weight of expectations weighed heavily on him. As the second half of the season loomed, Bottas had to recalibrate his approach to remain a viable contender for the title, knowing that each race was critical in the fight against his seasoned teammate. At the start of the race, Bottas lined up in third place right behind Verstappen and Hamilton. When the lights went out, he quickly overtook Verstappen, showcasing his strong race start. Bottas then focused on Hamilton, closely following him. During the initial laps, As they both tried to establish their positions, Bottas opted for a strategic approach, extending his first stint by pushing his tires beyond what Hamilton had managed. He ultimately drove 10 laps longer than his teammate, allowing him to effectively pit later and gain valuable track position. This strategy paid off, enabling Bottas to slot into P1 after the round of pit stops. By executing this plan, Bottas not only demonstrated his racecraft, but also aimed to capitalize on any mistakes or misfortunes from Hamilton. As the race progressed, he sought to maintain his lead and maximize his points, hoping to close the gap in the championship standings. The early phase of the race showcased Bottas's capabilities and determination to remain a key player in the championship battle. After a year-long wait, Valtteri Bottas delivered a thrilling performance at the 2021 Turkish Grand Prix, securing what remains his most recent Grand Prix victory. The race was marked by challenging, slippery conditions that tested the driver's skills and strategic thinking. Bottas, starting from pole position, showcased his exceptional driving ability as he navigated the tricky wet track. Maintaining composure under pressure, he successfully extended his lead and dealt with the evolving conditions better than his competitors. His mastery of tire management became crucial, allowing him to optimize his race pace while others struggled. Throughout the race, he maintained control, fending off challenges and effectively responding to emerging situations. Bottas's victory was not just a testament to his driving talent, but also highlighted his ability to adapt and thrive in difficult circumstances. Crossing the finish line first earned him a well-deserved celebration, reaffirming his position among the top drivers in Formula One. This win was a significant highlight in his career, reminding fans and critics alike of his prowess on the track. With Lewis Hamilton receiving a 10th-place grid penalty for an engine change, Valtteri Bottas seized the opportunity to start from pole position at the 2021 Turkish Grand Prix. His race strategy was put to the test right away, as he faced a strong challenge from title contender Max Verstappen at turn 1. Bottas expertly defended his position, maintaining his lead into the first corners. Once past the initial challenges, Bottas displayed incredible pace and control, able to pull away from the field. He built a commanding lead of almost 15 seconds, demonstrating not only speed, but also strategic tire management in the tricky conditions. His performance impressed many, including the Mercedes team principal, Toto Wolff, who praised Bottas for achieving a 10 out of 10 drive. In the latter part of the race, Bottas continued to execute flawlessly, navigating the track with precision despite the difficult weather. His victory was a perfect example of skill and resilience, highlighting his capability to stand out, even while racing against formidable competitors like Verstappen. This win not only marked an important comeback for Bottas, but also reiterated his status as a top driver in the sport.